Running an Airbnb is a lot more than just cleaning and messaging guests. So I want to take you guys behind the scenes of a few days of being a host and show you everything that goes into it. Today's clean is going to be extra crazy because not only do I have my puppy with me, but I also have Calvin, my older boy. Very good. Luckily, I have these dog bowls here now that I thrifted. I just wanted to say a quick thanks to Guesty for sponsoring today's video, but more on that later. The guest that checked out this morning stayed for 4 nights. I only got $389 from the booking, which is not very much, but it's the slow season. And I do have new guests checking in today at 4. It is just about 10 o'clock now. The other thing that goes into hosting that I don't think a lot of people take into account is the maintenance of the house itself is a lot. So when I was just cleaning, I noticed the light on the microwave is out. And I think these are the replacements for it. So I'm gonna try to see if I can replace this. I don't really know what I'm doing. That actually looks different. Okay, I guess we don't have the replacements. Let me go ahead and just order it now. Okay, I think this is the right one. It's $4.99 for a 2-pack. Each of my investment properties has their own bank account and debit card associated with it. So I'm not paying for this for my own money. The Airbnb's money is paying for it and it's a tax write-off. Okay, that's ordered. I'm all done with the clean. It took me a little over 4 hours. The guest actually left it super clean. It was just really chaotic with the dogs. It's the next morning. We're going to our townhouse, who just had a month-long tenant move out of it. I got some clean laundry for there. Random stuff to restock it. So lots of stuff to unload when we get there. So typically the townhouse we keep as an Airbnb, but I did find a tenant who wanted to rent it for 2 months for January and February. But she ended up calling us a few weeks ago, asking if she could just only stay for January instead of January and February. And we ended up just agreeing to that because it wasn't that deep to us. We do already have some bookings, but not enough to cover the amount that we would have gotten from her renting. So I'm hoping to get a few more. But she texted me yesterday saying that she's all moved out. So we just kind of want to see how she left it. And there's a few things that we need to do at the townhouse when we get there. I've got Calvin on my lap, Blue on Alex's lap, and the Tesla is driving us. Best purchase ever. Okay, so I just did a quick walkthrough. This is Blue's first time ever coming to this Airbnb. Oh, hello. Calvin's been here a ton. We've lived here at certain points, but he doesn't really like it here. He never really has. He doesn't like coming to this Airbnb with me when I clean. Let's let the doggies out. Look how dead the yard looks. Crazy. So the tenant left a lot of food. This whole thing of dishwasher tablets. This is the stuff that I'm leaving for future guests. She left some like baking stuff, plastic cutlery, and plastic bags. And this Odoban. I don't really know what this is, like how you use it. But yeah, she left it super clean. She even made the beds and everything. We only have a few things on the agenda for here today. I mostly just wanted to see how she left it. I'm not planning on cleaning it until Monday. I'm just noticing that there's a tree down outside. You see that? It's over our neighbor's side. First thing we're doing is Alex is gonna go turn the electricity off real quick.
Just turn the breaker off to the hot water heater because I'm going to remove these 2 panels, check what the thermostat is set at on the hot water heater. We've had a guest or 2 complain that the hot water isn't very hot.
It was just one guest that said it, and it was before this tenant, and the tenant never said anything and nobody else has, so we just want to investigate. But this is a new hot water heater. We replaced it this year.
It could be turned up a little bit. Like 125 is the max. It's probably at like a little bit below that.
I was just taking the doggies to potty out here, and I'm noticing that there's quite a lot of dog poops out in the yard. So learning from my previous mistake, we're definitely going to pick those up before we go and rake the yard. I also want to take this curtain to wash because I feel like the bottom of it gets kind of gross. It gets stuck outside there. I haven't washed this in, I don't know, maybe a year. Also, now that I'm up here, this is very loose.
It's just got to come all the way down and you got to move it. I'm not going to do it today now. I'll do it tomorrow.
I'm going to stick away some of this clean laundry from the last time I was here, which was before Christmas. I haven't been here since mid or early December. Calvin wants him to play outside, but Blue's like, heck no. You guys are so cute. Baby, this is making me sad though, that they don't have this at our house. Should we move here? Gotta do some restocking of this toilet paper. I'm gonna combine these. This very full one is the one that the tenant left, and we were actually almost out. So that's convenient. I honestly feel like the condition that she left it in and the amount of stuff that she left is our good karma for letting her end her lease a month early and not like charging her over it and not giving her a hard time. We were like, yeah, no problem. I can't fit very much in that closet inside, so I stored the extras out here. And this tenant moved the baby gear out here, so they had more storage in the closet. So I'm just gonna move that back inside. One of my next projects I'd like to do is organize this and also paint this door. It's really needing it. And I don't know what to do about this here. So Alex just agreed to let us move back here.
No, I did not. Emma loves to change her mind.
Leave it. Good boy, leave it. Good boy. Calvin, here. Good.
We're smart doggies.
How long would you say we've been here?
I don't know, an hour and a bit.
Yeah. We're all done here for the day. We might come back tomorrow, depending on the weather, because we're supposed to get a snowstorm to fix the curtain bracket thing. But I will most likely come alone at some point this week to do the rest of the cleaning and film all of that. So that's likely when I'll check in with you guys next. It's been a few days. Today is Tuesday and we've been snowed in. So we haven't been able to get back to the Airbnb. Luckily, our next guest doesn't check in until Thursday, but it's been a little bit stressful because there's a lot to do there and I'm just hoping that the snow melts so that I can go over there and clean it before obviously they check in. This is the snow situation. And I live in coastal North Carolina where we are not equipped to handle this kind of snow. Like the roads are really not safe right now because it just doesn't snow here. So people don't know how to deal with it. Let's look out the front. It is supposed to be warmer today, so I'm hoping that it will melt enough to make it safe to drive to the Airbnb so I can clean it. Can you see that? Like, they just don't have plows here. But the Airbnb guests that are at our other Airbnb are doing really well. We paid the neighbor's son to shovel the driveway, shovel the walkway, and we gave them access to the garage, which we never do, but they're doing well, which is good. The other thing I was working on was updating this house manual, like check-in guide for our guests, just to make it look better. Updated some of the recommendations that we have because the other one is nearly 3 years old now, which is crazy. The other thing since I last spoke to you is we did get a cancellation. We had a guest who was supposed to stay over Valentine's Day and they asked if we would be willing to refund them. It's February 3rd. So technically our policy is no, that's our refund policy. But it's kind of far enough away that we were like, if you cancel right now, then we will because we have a decent chance of getting it rebooked. And she was like, well, can I wait a few days? And we were like, no, if you want the full refund, which we don't even have to do, then like you need to cancel now. But in order for her to get the refund from us, she needs to call Airbnb for them to kind of like approve it to override the cancellation policy that we have, which is what we told her 2 times. She still hasn't called. And so as of right now, we haven't refunded her anything. And I'm not gonna like bring it up again. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like go out of my way to lose $400 if she's not gonna do it. So I'm kind of just waiting to see like, is she gonna actually ask for that money through Airbnb or like what's going on? As you all know, one of my biggest goals for my Airbnbs this year is to create a direct booking website. Since we've been getting more and more repeat guests, I definitely want to maximize on that traffic and cut out the middleman of Vrbo and Airbnb with guests that I've already had positive experiences with. And since today's a snow day, this is probably a good day to get that done. I'll be honest, making a direct booking website is something I've been putting off for a really long time. One of my biggest fears was trying to figure out how to manage my calendars. Like, how do I manage Airbnb, Vrbo, and a direct booking site without constantly worrying that I'm going to double book myself? Juggling 3 different calendars just sounded like a mistake waiting to happen. And that's what actually led me to Guesty. With Guesty, you can set up a direct booking website and it automatically syncs with your calendars across Airbnb, Vrbo, and a ton of other platforms. So instead of me manually updating things or second guessing myself, everything just stays in sync think behind the scenes. And I can't even explain how much mental relief that gives me. I feel like I don't have to constantly check and recheck dates or worry about double bookings. So yeah, Guesty has honestly become a big part of how I'm running my Airbnbs this year. Not just because I'll finally have a direct booking site, but because it lets me do that without adding more stress or complexity to my day-to-day. So I'm gonna work on setting this up and I'll check in with you guys when I'm next at the Airbnb. It's later that same night. The roads melted a lot because it was actually pretty warm today. So we're here to fix the curtain rod situation because we need to actually like move it to a new spot and patch the hole that's in. I also brought back the clean laundry that I did at home.
You can just let it go because my brother can just pull this out.
He's trying to get this anchor out that's stuck on the screw.
I'm just burring. I need to do it with two. Emma's much more patient than I am, and she got the end part off. So I got the bracket back on. Now I'm just patching up the old holes. I'm not the best at this part.
It's the next morning, so Wednesday morning, and me and Blue are back. Where are you? By my feet at the Airbnb. I left Calvin at home just because it's supposed to rain today and he was tracking in a bunch of dirt and mud when we were all here yesterday. So it's just me and Blue. I rolled up the carpet so that somebody can't potty on it. But the first thing I'm gonna do today is put some more drywall mud on this so that it has time to dry so I can sand it and paint it. Now I'm just gonna wait for that to dry. It's honestly such a disaster in here that I don't even really know where to begin at the clean. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is put away some of this stuff that I brought for here. Oopsies. Ninja actually sent me this blender, which I'm really thankful for, and we don't have one at this Airbnb, so I brought it over here. I thrifted some kids' books for here. We have a fair amount, but I always like to get more if I see some good ones. Measuring cups. These are actually from my house. My mother-in-law gave me new ones, so I brought those here. I think there already are some, but these are nicer. A dog bowl that I thrifted. I couldn't find a second one at the time. Some more K-cups because we're running low. Oh, I forgot I put this in here. This is one of Calvin's bowls that I brought. So there's two here. Cheese grater that I thrifted. It is already washed, all of this stuff, by the way, because I guess like a month or two ago, one of the things they said in their 4-star review was that there was no cheese grater. So got one of those. Another thing I thrifted, I brought some more cleaning rags. I really like these ones from Amazon. What are you eating now? Randomly a toothbrush, but I like to keep them here for cleaning purposes. They just really come in handy to get into like little nooks and crannies. I already have one. And then this magnet that I got on Amazon, I'm kind of iffy about it still. And then lastly, one of these guys, because the one that was here went missing. When I was putting all of that kitchen stuff away, I noticed like the inside of the drawers are all pretty gross, which that's to be expected. I mean, she stayed here for a month. So this is definitely gonna be a deep clean. I'm gonna take all of this out and clean it. These are all of the dirty dishes that I'm gonna be rewashing after going through all the cabinets. Cleaning with a puppy who's overtired is not for the weak. No, it's not. What a nice, sweet angel though. Here, why don't I give you your own cleaning cloth that's not got chemicals on it? Very nice. I randomly just found this protein bar when I was cleaning the cabinet above the microwave. I do need to get more mixing bowls for here because these are the only ones that I have left. And only one lid is still here. Like, I don't know why things always go missing, I swear. Blue's being absolutely crazy and he's overtired. So I'm gonna try wearing him to see if that calms him down. Either he hates it or he loves it and there's no in between, so. Up. Hope this works. I have a feeling it won't. This boob light is not currently working, I realized. So I'm assuming it just needs new light bulbs. Add that to the list. This is how the wall patch turned out. It's not totally dry yet. With the flash on it, you can definitely see it. But from far away, you'd really never know. I think it's dry enough at least to hang this back up. No. This is extremely frustrating. Okay, basically trying to do that by myself, I essentially nearly ripped this bracket out of the wall. So I'm just gonna stop while I'm ahead because we need to come back over here anyway to put the new light bulb in there. And this closet door keeps being wonky. This is like the millionth time we fixed it. It like won't stay in this track. So Alex has to come back tonight to fix those things. All right, it's nearly 4 o'clock and I technically finished most of the cleaning, but I do have to come back tomorrow. It's the next morning, Thursday morning, and today is the day that the guests check in. It's currently 9 o'clock and Alex has already come and gone. So he fixed the curtain, he put a light bulb in and that fixed it. It was just the light bulb being out, and he fixed the closet door in the other room. So real quick before I go, I'm just gonna do 2 things. Lou, leave it. Yes, good boy, leave it. Okay, the first thing being, at the townhouse where I'm at right now, our calendar has a few gaps in it that I wanna lower the price for, just to increase my chances of being able to get it booked. So I'm hoping if I lower the prices for the 10th to the 12th, we might get a booking. So I'm gonna say $85 with a 1-night minimum. And so now that I've changed this through Guesty, it's going to automatically change it for me on Vrbo and Airbnb without me having to go do it in both places. So now guests can book for just 1 night instead of 2 nights, and it's a much cheaper rate. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for this one. I don't really like to drop it below $85 a night. $80 max. The very last thing I'm gonna do is message the guest who's checking in today, just letting him know that the Airbnb will be ready at 1 p.m. because they had messaged us asking if they could check in early. All right, Blue and I are all done cleaning. We're heading out. Okay, so I'm home now. It's actually been a few days. We've already had guests check in and out since I last spoke to you. Let me know if you enjoyed this more behind the scenes style vlog where I show you more of like what I'm doing to run the business rather than just the cleaning, or if you like a mix of both. But just wanted to say a huge thank you to Guesty for working with me on this, which is what helps make it possible for me to make these videos for you guys. So if you're a host and you want to learn more about Guesty, definitely check out the link. I have it in the description below. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.